On this episode of How to Do Florida, Chad and the fam head off to the quaint coastal town of Steenhatchee in search of shallow water sea candy.
Daddy, I see it!
The Florida Bay Scallop.
Bay scallop going down right here.
Then Chef Justin takes the reins as he shows us a recipe for unforgettable scallop pasta with summer vegetables. Oh, yum.
I'm gonna go ahead and add my tomatoes. So we got almost all our veggies in there.
Then Chad and his daughter Casey head off to walk on water in Sarasota and learn how to paddleboard.
Yeah!
So grab your notebook.
Here we go.
How to Do Florida Schools in session.
We're here at Steenhatchee. We're gonna show you how to scallop.
If you're looking for a family-friendly adventure your kids will never forget, come to Florida's Steenhatchee River during scallop season.
Scallops, 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 here we come. We're gonna grab ya, we're gonna bag ya. Scallops, here we come.
Daddy! I see it!
From July to September, charter boat captains and recreational scallopers descend on select areas off Florida's Gulf Coast in search of some of the richest deposits of bay scallops anywhere in America. But the only thing more fun than finding these little gems is eating them.
Look at this. Doesn't that look good?
It's about a 3-hour drive from Orlando to Steenhatchee, a tiny fishing village west of Gainesville on Route 19.
Steenhatchee may be small and quiet little town, but come scallop season, this place comes to life.
Okay, first order of business. Learn the correct pronunciation of this beautiful river's name.
We're here in Steenhatchee.
Wrong.
Steenhatchee!
Enthusiastic, but wrong.
Scalloping in Steenhatchee.
Steenhatchee.
I got it.
Our scalloping trip got off to a less than ideal start.
Right now, we are getting dumped on.
Remember, Florida's weather can change in a nanosecond, so just bide your time in a local shop like this one.
All right.
This place looks pretty cool. Smells of cypress.
It's a coffee table for one.
All kinds of just really neat woodwork in here. Absolutely amazing. Rare cypress fish right here.
And before you know it, we're heading out to scallop. Captain Bob Erdman was waiting at the dock to take the family and I out scalloping. Captain Bob runs Something's Fishy charter and is an expert on scalloping this area.
Ready? Let's do it. Here we go. Basically, we're going after bay scallops.
Okay.
Bay scallops are not the large sea scallops that you would buy in some restaurants. They're small.
And they're good.
Oh yeah, they're very good.
And what is it about scalloping that draws people here year after year?
It's just fun. I mean,
They're
there's
really stinking good to eat, right?
yeah.
All those delicious scallops are just waiting for recreational scallopers like us to scoop them up.
We're going to go out and just pick scallops. They're all going to be the same color, one greenish brown on one side. Turn it over, it's going to be white on the other side.
And what's inside of it?
That delicious meat
That delicious
you can
meat.
put on a skewer with some seasoning on it, lay it on the grill. You can put them in your linguine with a little olive oil and maybe some spinach over your pasta.
I'm getting the chills.
Fried scallops.
All right, that's enough. Let's just
Okay.
stop right there.
Okay.
Let's get them first.
Okay, so that was enough talking about eating them. I was ready to get in the water and start catching them. Captain Bob moved us over the grassy flat, and it wasn't long before we began to see scallops from the boat.
They're all in here, guys. Let's get the gear on. Let's go get them.
You ready, Casey? Here we go. We got our fins, got our mask, snorkel, bag. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Typically what I like to scallop in is what I call eelgrass, a pencil grass.
Okay.
It's very thin grass. Sometimes it's mixed in with the thick grass. But you'll find the scallops are going to be lying on top of brown moss.
I see it! Right there!
Girl, you can see these things so much better than I can. They're kind of hard to see because they're so camouflaged. But man, they are just in here really thick. And we're just cruising along, and you just see them and you just pick them up.
I see it! Right there!
You ready to go?
Yeah.
She wants to scallop some more, so. And there's not a lot that I can remember from being 8, but I remember my parents taking me scalloping. She's really good at seeing them. I mean, she's picking them up right and left.
I found one. This is fun.
It is fun, isn't it?
And now the moment I've been waiting for. Yummy.
This is the best Florida has to offer when it comes to bay scallops. Would you agree?
I agree.
You would
I
agree.
agree.
Bay scallop going down right here. Wow.
Sweet as sugar.
Sweet. Man, I can't get enough of these things.
Most folks will want to cook their catch, but at the end of a long day, you might not want to clean them yourself.
Tinhatchee scallops. We're here.
Right.
You can take your catch to a local restaurant like Fiddler's, and they'll prepare to order and provide all the trimmings.
That's exactly what y'all caught today.
What we caught is tasting pretty dang good right about now.
While we dig in, take a quick look at some must-dos for scalloping. Be sure to book a well-known captain with an established charter company. You'll expect to pay about $300 per day, which includes the boat, fuel, and fishing licenses for up to 4 people. And if you're coming on your own, make sure you have a map and become really familiar with the area. Bring your own snorkeling gear, food, drinks, and don't forget the sunblock and protective clothing. It gets hot out there. What a great way to cap off a day in the Florida outdoors. Feasting on seafood we plucked ourselves from the beautiful Steenhatchee.
Captain, thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. More than welcome.
You took
Glad
care
to
of my
have you on
family.
the boat.
Really
We
enjoyed
had a good
it.
time.
Thank
Good.
you.
High five.
High saying up here with this weather, if you don't go, you don't know.
Amen.
So go and do Florida and create memories your family will always remember.
Ooh, yeah, right there. Learn more about scalloping with your family. Go to our website at howtodoflorida.com. Keyword,
Scallop.
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 Scallop? You say scallop?
I say scallop. You say scallop?
I say scallop.
Scallop.
Still to come, Chad and Casey glide into a city of mangroves.
This is just one of the most amazing environments I've been in.
Pure Xanadu. And up next, Chef Justin whips up something to rock your taste buds.
My oil's faintly smoking there.
Wow, don't miss this.
You're watching How to Do Florida, and we'll be right back.
Some of the best scallops in the world are harvested right off Florida's Gulf Coast. Today on our Florida cooking segment, Chef Justin's going to show us a fresh but light take on bay scallops. Chef, you know, truly one of Florida's great little secrets, especially on the Gulf Coast, is the bay scallop.
Absolutely.
Absolutely melts in your mouth.
It really doesn't get much better than that.
What are we going to do to them, though?
We're gonna make a nice Florida-based scallop pasta with summer vegetables. All right, the first step in our dish is gonna be to make sure we have a nice hot saute pan. This saute pan is a little above medium-high even, and what we wanna do is we wanna get a real quick saute on these scallops because they're gonna come out of the pan while we cook everything else. Let's go ahead, I got my hot pan, hit it with a little bit of olive oil here. All right, so I'm gonna throw these in, and when I get them in, Chad, I'd like you to go ahead and season them up with a little salt and pepper.
Okay.
So my oil's faintly smoking there. Beautiful. Go ahead and season them up for me.
Okay.
And they smell good already. They do.
So we're just getting these kind of golden brown on each side, just kind of
we
moving
just
them
want a
around
little
bit.
Yep, cook them a little bit and work them around.
Can I try to flip it here?
Yeah, go for it. I'll stand back. There you go. Look at that. All right, we can start getting those out of here probably if you want to just dump them right in.
Okay.
With all that juice too, pour that right out.
Ooh, little nuggets of goodness there.
All right, now these already been cooked. We got our pan is still nice and hot. I'm gonna go ahead and add back a little more olive oil.
So keep that juice in there, keep all that
Yeah,
stuff
there's some
right
good
in
flavor in that pan. We wanna keep it in.
Okay.
First thing we're gonna add is our garlic here. We wanna let the pan come back up to temperature just a little bit and kind of cook this garlic just a little bit. Let's go ahead and add our yellow squash. Timing is the big thing with cooking. I'm just gonna work this around. And anytime we put more ingredients in the pan, we wanna go ahead and re-season. So we'll go ahead and hit a little more pepper, a few twists of salt. So these are going a little bit. Let's go ahead and add in our mushrooms.
Good.
All right. Squash are in there, and all these are cut very small, so they're gonna cook really fast. I'm gonna go ahead and add my tomatoes. So we got almost all our veggies in there. I think it's time to go ahead and add a little bit of white wine. Okay, we just kind of want to let this seep and come up together a little bit.
Ooh, oh.
We're gonna go ahead and add back our scallops.
All that juice, all that stuff just goes right back in
Yep,
there.
you want to make sure you get all that juice back in there. Let's go ahead and put in our arugula. Now we just want this to wilt just a little bit.
Okay.
So we're gonna put that in, and this will just kind of steam a little bit. Now we can go ahead and add some lemon juice, squeeze so that I catch the seeds in my hand. This is about done, and the last thing we're gonna mount a little butter. First, we have our pasta here though. And our pasta has already been cooked, and it's nice and hot. And I'm just gonna go ahead and season this also. We wanna season everything we're working with here and everything we're gonna eat. A little olive oil, and then a little squeeze of salt and pepper if you don't mind. Beautiful. All right, so a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper, that way our pasta's seasoned. Let's go ahead and hit this with just a little bit of Romano cheese on here too. Okay, that's good. We got our beautiful serving bowls. And a ladle of pasta on the bottom. Now our final step, we're just gonna mount this butter in. Got a half stick of butter. You can always use less, depending on what you like. And we're just gonna kind of work this around in here. All right, let's plate this up. Put a little more of this sauce over here. That's it. Bay scallops and pasta with summer vegetables.
I'll try a little bit here. Yeah, those vegetables are just perfect.
Just cooked just right.
To learn how to cook this recipe and many more Florida seafood dishes, go to our website at howtodoflorida.com.
Up next. Oh yeah, a lot of that.
Today on the show, we're going to show you how to paddleboard. A little faster, honey.
With its ancestral beginnings in Hawaii, paddleboarding is one of the hottest new water sports around. All you need is a board, paddle, and before you know it, you can explore pretty much any lake, river, or even ocean here in Florida.
Here we go.
This week we're off to Sarasota, nestled in Florida's west coast between Tampa and Fort Myers on the Gulf of Mexico. Sarasota is just an hour from Tampa and about 2 hours from Orlando. Sarasota is perhaps one of Florida's most vibrant cultural centers.
Sarasota is known for its cultural diversity. For example, behind me, fish tacos. To my left, a beautiful art sculpture man. Enjoy.
Between the Barrier Keys and mainland is Sarasota Bay. It's a 56-mile coastal lagoon teeming with wildlife and one of only a few places in the United States where freshwater mixes with saltwater, providing one of the most dynamic natural habitats in the world. Here, Casey and I met up with Chris Levins, a lifetime water sports fanatic. Chris lives for paddleboard surfing and long-distance paddleboard competition.
Chris?
Hey, Chad. Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, man.
You ready for some paddleboarding today?
She's going to be our trainee.
Yes, that's right. She's 8 years old and she's raring to go. I mean, this sport seems easy enough if she could do it, right? Surely I can. I mean, how hard could it be?
Okay, so Chris, 101, let's talk about board, let's talk about board size, and just basic gear that somebody needs, a beginner needs to get up and paddleboard.
A couple things to consider first of all is the experience of what you're looking to do. There's people that surf on these boards, there's people that will cruise just flat water on them, and then there's people that take it a little more seriously and want to do fitness and racing and do longer distances. So here's kind of a smaller one. It's about a 10.6. It's good for surfing or for the lighter weight rider. This one's similar design but a little bit bigger and kind of fits that crossover category. So it's good for if you're just more specifically doing flat water. You want the little bit longer water line and the more volume. It also works for the big guys, so this will be your board today.
Big guys. Okay, good. Let's talk about, this thing looks like a Cadillac. What is this?
Yeah. So this is like an example of a racing or touring board. So it's a completely different design. This is more like a boat-shaped hull. So you can see it's a much smoother lines. It's similar to like a kayak where it has a little bit of instability initially, but then it gains some secondary stability as the board sinks in the water on that side. So.
Okay, I have no idea what you just said, but I trust you.
So this is kind of an example of a basic aluminum adjustable paddle.
Okay.
It works well for beginners and families where you can adjust the height of the paddle. You'll notice here that the paddle blade has a bend in it, okay?
Okay.
And that bend is meant to be kicked forward and not back. That's the biggest rookie mistake. So, yeah. The reasoning for it is when you're standing on the board here, you're reaching out with the paddle comes back to your feet, which is the strongest point in the stroke.
Okay.
The blade's straight down in the water there.
Okay.
See that? So if you had it flipped over, you'd be pushing the water up instead of straight back.
First off, Chris showed me how to adjust the paddle to my height and use the leash. So now it's time to go over the basics.
Okay, class, are you paying attention? Well, we're gonna go over the basics, the 101 of paddleboarding. When you get on the board, usually I recommend that people start off on their knees first.
Okay.
And you have that pocket kind of between your legs there, straddling it.
Okay.
And then just start off getting comfortable with the board and paddle on your knees for a few strokes. And then just one foot at a time, stand up on the board.
You getting all this?
Yeah.
You got it? Here we go.
Get up and standing. There you go. Go ahead and right into paddling. Good job.
Good, that's it.
Casey had it in no time. It was a piece of cake to her.
She's got it. Natural ability. Pretty sure that comes from me.
Eventually, I figured it out.
Chris, I think I'm getting the hang of this thing. You want to race?
Let's do it, man. Down to the last crab pot.
See that, man? He snubbed me. He snubbed me.
What happened there?
The photo finish. Anybody see that? I think it was too close to call.
In the blink of an eye.
Oh my gosh. This guy's fast. Let's swap rides.
All right.
I want the Cadillac, all right?
All right.
How do we do this?
Just jump on.
We just do it. Ready?
Jump on the center. 1, 2, 3. That was perfect.
Chris, that was not perfect.
You notice the expert's dry, the student's wet.
You splashing me?
I didn't need to do it.
Okay, now that Casey and I got the hang of paddleboarding, it was time to explore the mangroves. This protected area is home to all kinds of gorgeous wildlife and is a very precious part of the Sarasota Bay ecosystem.
Chris, this is just absolutely one of the most amazing environments I've been in. And I've been in quite a few in Florida, and this was just spectacular.
And that's the beauty of paddleboarding, is that you can get to be a kid again, go out and explore these different environments, and you know, Florida has a lot of different ones to offer.
Well, I know Casey a couple times came up to me and like, this is really cool back here, Daddy. It's like another world back here. Being so enclosed by these mangroves, it's so clear and you can see everything that's moving around and the tide's kind of pushing you along. I just can't take it in enough. I mean, it's really, really, really special place back here.
Yeah, it definitely is. You know, it's great to get the kids involved in the sport too, and have them be a part of it. And I think that's, you know, the beauty of this is that it can be a whole family thing too.
That's how you do a beach dismount. Ah!
Okay, so you want to try it? Here's what you need to know. Make sure you get the right board for your size, and look for a crossover board if you're looking for a little bit of everything, like speed, stability, catching a few small waves. Make sure your paddle is adjusted to your height, and a leash is important to keep your board by your side. When you first stand up on the paddleboard, you'll see why this sport has become so popular. The feeling of standing on water and being able to peer into an underwater, undisturbed world is truly an exhilarating experience, and will have you coming back time and time again.
That's a wrap.
She says that's a wrap. For more information on paddleboarding, go to our website at howtodoflorida.com. You're watching How to Do Florida. We'll be right back. No, Matt, it's a close-up. You're too wide. You're going to see the sand. Yeah, there we go. With more than 58,000 square miles to be discovered in Florida, there's no wonder there's just so much to do. And when you're around doing Florida, remember to live, love, and protect this great state. Well, that's our show. I hope you've learned something, but more importantly, I hope you feel encouraged to get out and do Florida.
For more info on this episode, go to howtodoflorida.com, where you'll find bonus how-to videos and all of Chef Justin's yummy recipes. And be sure to check out our Do Florida page, which is our giant list of events and activities all over the Sunshine State. Yeah, you should check it out.
The center of Sarasota is St. Armand's Circle. It's Casey.
Scallops.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2.
Well, we're gonna go over the basics, the 101 of paddleboarding.
I have to go to the bathroom. Stina Hatchie scallop. Down she goes. Ooh, good. Look at those even chops. I just smash them. I just smash the mushroom. Gotta go. Gotta do Sarasota. Gotta do Sarasota. Gotta make it fast.
Can't believe you don't have your gear out yet.
We're here in Stina Hatchie, and we're gonna show you how not to say Stina Hatchie. Skanehatchee! Wrong. Yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yes.